The new Claude Code desktop is the best way to vibe code ever. I don't care if you've never vibe coded before a day in your life, check this out right now. So this is the new desktop experience. They completely refreshed Claude Code on the desktop. This is the desktop app, and I'm telling you, this is now better than the CLI. So first thing you see here that I absolutely love is now everything is organized by project. This is going to help you multitask and organize your sessions so well. So now you can spin up multiple sessions per project, and it's organized by the project it's in. So as you can see here, I'm working on a few different strands with the new Henry app I'm building right now, and I have multiple things going on at one time here. I have a Claude Code session working on some scanner functionality, another one that's implementing some vibe coding features into the app, another one that's actually planning on how to send emails through the app. It's now really easy to see by project what I'm doing and see where my attention needs, right? So when you see the yellow dot next to each session, that means your attention's needed. You need to approve something or make a decision. You can see here I'm in plan mode. So this is really, really cool, and this is great for organization and multitasking. By the way, even if you're a beginner, I'm gonna show you how to set up new projects, build apps out, all of that. Just wanna kind of walk through some of the big features here first. I have been a hardcore user of Claude Code in the CLI for a while now. I've dabbled in the desktop before, and it was good, but the CLI version always felt the smartest. This desktop version, I think, is now the best way to do this because a lot of these features I'm about to show you. Here's another great one I love. You can completely customize this UX. So if you click up here in the top right, you can actually see different panes you can pin to your interface. I find the ones I really like is to have tasks pinned there so you can see what your agent is working on, and then also the plan. So you can see from a high level everything your agent's thinking about and doing as well. You can see here on this task, you can see like what task it's already completed, what's going to be doing next, and I can go back, and if any time I get confused because I'm doing 100 different things at once, I can go down here and look at the plan. But you also can add a whole bunch of other things here. You can even add like a previews. You can see live, like a live browser in here, what Claude Code's doing. That's great. I'm just focused on making sure it's doing the right thing. So I keep the tasks and the plans open. That's what I would recommend. If you want to spin up new sessions and new agents so you can take advantage of all of this multitasking functionality, all you need to do is go up here to this new session portion, and you can go down here and you get a bunch of different options. You can do local, you can do cloud, so it does things in the cloud. You can do remote controls. So if you want to get on the go and go on your phone and actually use Claude Code from your phone, you can do that as well. Here's my recommendation. I do most things local. The thing is with local, you want when you're doing separate sessions like you see here, to have the agents working on very separate parts of your app. This will make it so they don't step on each other's toes or change code that might conflict with each other. So when you're doing local, that means it's actually changing code on your computer. You want to be making sure that each session you spin up is touching very separate code. For cloud, you get a little bit more flexibility. So for those who don't know, you can spin up agents in the cloud. And this is where Claude Code's actually going to take like your code from your GitHub repo and then actually on Anthropic servers have Claude Code make changes there, then you can pull it down. You get a little bit more flexibility when you go cloud where you can have them step on each other's toes or work on similar functionality at once because you're pulling down all the changes one at a time. So you're merging them together one at a time. So you have a little bit more flexibility there. I mostly do things locally. I don't do too many cloud agents. It's just a lot simpler of a process when you go local. So a majority of the time I'm going local. So now all you would need to do if you want to spin up a new Claude Code agent, this brand new desktop experience, is you go in, you choose local or cloud, whichever one you want. Then you choose which project you want to work out of. So here's all the recent projects I was working on. And then when I spin up these sessions, it'll place this session in the section with the project. Again, because it's all organized by project, which I love. I think Codex started doing this like a couple months ago. It was like one of the main reasons I was using Codex's app. I'm glad to see Claude's pulling it over. There are no more moats now when it comes to software. They all just copy each other's best features. I love it, whatever. So if I want to come here and I want to work on my to-do app and I want to say, let's refresh the UI with a dark mode, and I hit enter on that. It will then, boom, add this new session to the to-do app. Now you can start to see why this new interface is so sick, because now we can have our sessions working across multiple projects. I can see them all at once. I can jump back and forth. And anytime an agent's like, oh, dude, I need your help here. I need you to check this out. I need your approval. It'll just ping me, put the dot next to it. And I can quickly jump back and forth, see where I am, see what task it's working on, hit approve, and keep it moving. I've been using this the last few hours, and my productivity has been honestly the best it's ever been. This is a really, really awesome and well thought out interface. So if you're newer to Claude Code, all you want to do is you want to make sure you go to code up here, you click new session, you choose local, and then you choose a folder for your agent to work in, and it will start organizing your sessions for you in the right projects. I know I'm jumping around a ton here. I've been using the last couple hours. I thought, man, I should probably film a YouTube video on this because this is so cool. So forgive me. Feel free to skip around the chapters down below if you want. I'm just really excited, so I'm jumping around a ton. But let's talk about next how this is kind of interfaced out, what you see on your entire interface here. They now switched this up, so you have this kind of tab functionality, so you can go easily between chat, co-work, and code. Chat is great for when I'm just bouncing ideas, when I'm brainstorming things in my business. I go straight to chat. Co-work is when I'm working with files on my computer, right? I'm not writing code, but I'm working with files on my computer. An example, a great one is I just did all my taxes with co-work. I downloaded all my credit card statements from the internet. I put it in one folder and I went to co-work. I said, hey, go through everything, categorize it, organize it in a spreadsheet and build it out for me. It's typically taken me like 10 hours to do my taxes in the past. And now it took me like 1 hour this year because of Claude Cowork. So that's amazing. If you want like a Claude Cowork deep dive, let me know down below as well. I've only done like one video on that in the past. I'd be curious how many people want to know about that. And then obviously we're talking about Claude Code here. So code would be the one on the right here. You click that, you're good to go. You see all your sessions. Then when you're in a session and you're doing some coding, there's a lot of different things you can do here that's kind of hidden. So bottom left here, you can see where it says plan mode. This is where you can change how your Claude Code agent works. You honestly don't even need to use plan mode at all. I'm usually a vast majority of the time in accept edits mode. When it's in accept edits mode and it needs to go into plan mode and ask you questions, it automatically switches to plan mode. So you don't actually need to manually go into plan mode at all. It'll figure out the best time to do that for you. So accept edits is probably where you're going to be like 95% of the time. You can choose how verbose your agent is, how well it's describing things to you. I actually find normal mode is perfect. I think Claude really dialed in well how much to describe things. I love ChatGPT 5.4, but one issue I have with 5.4 is it is so freaking verbose with every question you ask it. I find normal mode for Claude is absolutely perfect. If you hit the plus, you can add different context in. So if you want to add files, folders, things like that, new slash commands, connectors, plugins, you can do that as well. If you have Claude in Chrome installed in your Google Chrome, it will pop open your Google Chrome to test different things out, which is really cool. So I recommend installing Claude in Chrome. And then you have this new press and hold to record mode. So if you're one of the people that like to talk to your computer, I'm not huge into it. A lot of people get angry at me every live stream, go, oh, you need whisper flow, you need this and that. I don't like talking to my computer. I like typing. I enjoy using a keyboard. I enjoy using my Mac Magic keyboard. It's fun to type on. So if you're one of those freaks that like talking to your computer, you can now, by default in here, talk to your computer, hold a button, and say whatever you want. By default, it goes to Opus 4.6 in medium mode. I tend to stick to high mode for basically everything. I find when Opus thinks a little bit deeper, I get better results. So I am in high mode for basically everything. I haven't played too much around with max mode, to be quite honest with you. I just find that high is the perfect mixture of like thinking and speed. So high is my recommendation for basically everything. One thing I really love here is you can now pin your sessions as well. So if you have super important sessions that are kind of your main driver sessions, I find that when I'm working on a project like I am with Henry Intelligent Machines right now, this review all files in directory chat's like my main driver chat. These other two are for like kind of complementary features. So for those main chats, if you do that, you want to pin it. So I'm going to pin that one right up there. And now it's always at the top and I can always have an eye on that session. One thing I really like is with the slash commands now, if you actually type slash, it'll show your slash commands. And if you hover over it real quick, you get a really nice description of what that slash command is. I haven't used slash commands too much, to be quite honest with you, because I just think there's too much going on with them. And it's kind of hard to tell what each is. But this makes it a lot easier to understand what each slash command is, because it's giving you a nice, really in-depth description of each. So slash commands, really nice. Will I be using them more often? Probably not, but now I'm more likely because they're easier to understand which ones are which. And I'll show you one more feature before I give you a workflow that will make your life a lot easier and kind of show you how I use Claude Code and how I've been getting a lot more productivity out of it. They also just added routines up here in the left. Routines are a brand new feature. They're a little bit like OpenClaw, where you can run tasks on a schedule even when your laptop is closed. So if you go in here, you can say new routine. You can determine if you want it local or remote. If you do remote in the cloud, you can turn your computer off and it'll still happen. So remote I found to be like a good way to actually use routines for sure, because you can even spin these up on mobile if you want. And what we're going to do is describe what our routine will be, what our scheduled task will be. Here's a routine everyone can do no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're working on, and that's just nightly code reviews. So if you go in here, you can say check out all our latest commits from the day. You can choose your repo, you can choose your model. I tend to go Opus. Even though you can probably save a couple dollars on Sonnet. I mean, if you're on the $100 plan, probably go Sonnet. If you're on $200, you can afford to go Opus. And then we just schedule it for every night. So we can do this, we can do daily, and I'm just going to do it at 9 p.m. We can add that trigger, and now this routine is going to run every single night. It's going to go through all our commits from the day, review the code, fix bugs if it needs to, and now we basically have an AI employee in Claude Code doing work for us every single night at 9 p.m., which is really, really sick. A lot of other really cool things you can do here as well. They have connectors. If you use Linear, which I'm using Linear a lot more now as I build my business out, you can actually have it go in and check Linear for bugs and issues and actually just try to solve as many bugs as it can every single night. So if you're on Linear, if you're using Linear for project management, really generous free tier. If you're not, really good connector there where you can just have your Claude Code agent going in every night fixing bugs for you. So that's really cool as well. Routines, definitely worth trying out. I mean, Anthropic's adding new features every day. To be honest with you, 70% of them I try and then never use again. Routines is a good one to be using. Okay, so what's the workflow? How do you get the most out of this? Here is what you want to be doing. First thing you want to do is just create a session in every project you're currently working on. If you're anything like me, you work on 3 different things at once. My main projects are Henry Intelligent Machine, which is my next business. I'll put a link for that down below. And Creator Buddy, which is my SaaS I released last year. Make sure you open up a session in each project just so you have that up in your sidebar. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go in and you're going to want to start sessions for specific features you're building out. And as we talked about before, you want to use local for probably a majority of what you're doing. If you're super advanced and you're more GitHub friendly, you can set up work trees here so that each session's in a different work tree so that you can ensure there's no conflicts with what you're building, or you can use cloud agents if you want. But if you're a beginner, a lot of people who watch the channel are more beginner, feel free just to go local and make sure as you're building things out, they're more separate features so they don't step on each other's toes. If they're more similar, you can use your cloud agents, as I said before, or you can do work trees. If you don't know what work trees are, feel free to go Claude or ChatGPT and ask it about that in GitHub. If you want like a more in-depth GitHub video too, like more in-depth workflows for people who are newer to this, a lot of people who watch are super experienced. A lot of people who watch are also newer. Feel free to let me know down below too. And by the way, before I continue this workflow, if you learned anything so far, leave a like down below. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. All I do is make amazing videos about AI. And also check out the Vibe Coding Academy. I'm going to do a whole tour of this new user interface in a live boot camp this Friday. So make sure to check that out down below as well. It's the #1 AI community on planet Earth. So now that you're spinning up your sessions, you want to customize your interface, right? So you can add your tasks in your plan. If you're more actively testing things, you can switch this over to the preview so that you can see a preview of the app in there. And what I typically like to do when I spin up a new Claude Code session is instead of just going in and telling it what to do, I'll go in and tell it what I'm thinking of doing and just say, hey, what do you think about that? I find Claude is a really good brainstormer, business partner, bounce ideas off of. So go in, start a new session. Before you build things, just say, hey, I'm thinking about building this. What do you think of that? Based on our code, based on what we built, give me your feedback on this idea. Also make sure to say, hey, just check out the code first as well, just so it can know what the context of your app is, and it'll go and read the code real quick. So you have it read the code, you have it hear what your ideas and give you feedback. Then once you've talked about the idea a little bit and then kind of massaged it and figured it out, then then you can say, okay, plan this out for me, and it'll go into plan mode for you and build that feature out. Now, a question I got a lot is, okay, so when do I use Claude Code? When do I use OpenClaw? You're the big OpenClaw guy. When do I use each? If you are doing deep coding, right? You're focused on coding, you're building production apps, you want to be using Claude Code. OpenClaw and Hermes are great vibe coders, but I use those primarily just for prototypes and for apps that I use with those agents, like the mission control. Anything else, more deep consumer apps with a lot of functionality, Claude Code's the way to go because this user interface is just so much better for vibe coding than just sitting there in Telegram all day. We are, in the next few days, also going to have a huge Codex release. OpenAI has been teasing it for a while. It's going to be the all-in-one super app that they've been building. So make sure to turn on notifications down below because the moment that comes out, I'll be using it and I'll give you a tour around that interface as well. Let me know what you want me to cover next down in the comments below. And again, #1 AI community planet Earth, Vibe Code Academy, doing a whole boot camp, Ask Me Live questions this Friday as well. So sign up for that down below. Hope this is helpful. So deeply appreciate you guys watching these videos. I absolutely love using these tools. So the fact that there's any amount of people out there that want to watch me talk about it is just the whipped cream on top for me. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.